Well, hello, people. Hello, everyone in Facebook Live land. Let me see here. How's your Thursday evening going? I hope you're having an awesome Thursday evening. Caregivers, um, I actually woke up late, but it's going to be okay. Caregiving is a challenge, and I know that. So as I allow, some people that come on, and if you don't have an opportunity to come on and you can check out the replay, that would be nice to check out the replay. I really greatly appreciate it. And so I am Maryann, the Caregiver Life Coach. Maryann, the Caregiver Life Coach. And I'm coming on today just to talk um, for a brief moment and give you some tips about how to cope with feelings, how to cope with your feelings. As caregivers, I was a caregiver for a lengthy time for my dad, mom, sister, and you do get, you will get frustrated. Caregiving, you will get frustrated because sometimes you just don't know what's all entail. Before I get into the meat of this content, I would definitely like to do some reminders. And today's reminder is go and check out my app, the Caregiver Corner app. It is on Google Play and also on Apple Store. If you go into the Apple Store, you'll see Caregiver Corner. It is a house with a heart inside, a purple heart inside. So if you can go there, and I have resources on that app for you as a caregiver. So that it's a nice app to go in. Right now, it is definitely free to look at and to look at the resources that's available. Uh, Also, as I continue to conversate and talk about being a caregiver, if you would love to, I would love for you to get on my calendar. If you have any concerns about being a caregiver, being challenged with frustrations and anger and not knowing which way to go or which way to turn, you could definitely get on my calendar. And so I did put the Calendly information in my bio, the information sheet at the bottom, but also I'm going to type it again as well in the comments, just in case. Give me a moment here. Let me find it because I don't know it by heart yet. I should though, right? So if you would like to get on my calendar and have information, just a consultation, a brief consultation with me, and if you would like to do that, I am more than welcome to do that with you. So let me just type it in. This is for my calendar that you could get on. It's called Calendly. You could get on my calendar. If you have any concerns, I would love to speak with you. Calendly.com/maryannjohnson. So that's okay. Did it come up? Or did I erase it? You know, Facebook is now allowing me to be great today, this evening, but that's okay. I'm going to get it in there. And then we're going to talk about caregivers, how to cope with your feelings. Okay? So give me one moment here. And Johnson. All right. Oh, okay. There you go. All right, so it went 2 times. It has a delay. It's on me, right? All right, so again, if you come in to watch me Facebook Live for a brief moment, that's cool. I really appreciate that you coming on and watching. And so what I'm talking about, caregiving can be very hard. There's a lot of decisions that has to be made when you become a caregiver. There's a lot of responsibilities as a caregiver, and a majority of the time, that person that you're caring for depends on you. That person life depends on you as a caregiver. And so you can, get very stressed when you don't have all the information that you need to become a caregiver and provide all the excellent care that I know caregivers does. Caregivers do so much work, and so I know it can be some of the things that I have noticed as being a caregiver myself. Um, I got frustrated. Sometimes I would get upset. And it's normal. Those type of things that happen when you get upset, when you're frustrated, anger, and sometimes embarrassment. Those are some of the normal emotions that you experience because some of the things that's going on, you haven't had an opportunity to absorb it, find out what you can do about it, learn your coping mechanisms as far as being a caregiver. Those are some of the things that happens when you become a caregiver. Um, so I'm just sharing a couple of things with you, how to deal with some of the frustrations if you're upset and frustrated. As I say, sometimes the demands of caregiving can be very frustrating. It may seem like you can't take any more. You're up against a wall, you know, and you're at the end of your ropes. You're so unsure as to if you can really do this job as a caregiver 24/7 for your loved one. You know, and I know this happens a lot. I tell you, every time you get on Facebook Live, your nose itch. Okay, and that's what just happened to me. Excuse me. and and so it takes help. It takes help. It takes time. It takes help. It takes family. It takes when you're upset not to make any decisions. When you're frustrated, it may be that you might have to get some other resources. Asking a family member, a friend, a faith based leader, a counselor, a caregiver coach like myself. You have to get those resources and talk to someone, so you can make a better decision as far as what's going on with you, being upset, being frustrated. So those are some of the things that I definitely would say that, when you're feeling against, like you at the end of your rope, you don't have any place to turn, you definitely want to get some help, as you being a caregiver. Some places you can go will be talking to a family member, saying, can they help out? A friend, so you can get some time away, talk to a faith leader, counselor, get a caregiver coach like myself, life coach, to find out, all the different things that you can, that can help you. Um, anger, being angry also that you're the only one can do this, that sometimes you be the only person in your family that's going to be the caregiver for that loved one. That happened to me as well, at the time, and then I started getting help, but that caused frustration, that caused a little anger in me, and I had to sit myself down. But thank God I had help available at my home at that time to help me, when I got angry, when I got frustrated. I was able to leave home, come back, and then, get myself together. Because it's all about, when you start to think about all those things that's happening, you need that time out. That's why I call my company Caregiver Corner. Sometimes you just need to find a corner in your house that you can have meditate, have a prayer, just have some place that you can go to care for yourself. When you're angry, when anger, a lot of different things happen. It can bring on anger when you're a caregiver. It can also be a problem with the medical system, like uh, the demands of a person caring for your elder person, or your person that's disabled, you know. Um, these are things that happens, and this can cause anger in you. I have noticed too with this pandemic, a lot of our caregivers are getting angry because, um, they couldn't go out to see their loved ones if they was in a hospital, and then they would discharge the loved ones and they couldn't go upstairs to talk to the doctor, inside the hospital to talk to the doctors, talk to the nurses. The nurses wouldn't call them back. The doctor took their time to call them back. A whole lot of things have changed since last year with the pandemic, and now the pandemic is still here, and there's still challenges with seeing your loved ones when you're going to the hospital, to the nursing home, to the long-term care facility. A lot of things is still happening, and so you definitely want to look inside yourself to be able to cope with the different things that's happened, that's the change that's happening with the care system that your loved one is in, and how you're going to be dealing with your emotions about, how much you love your loved ones, and you can't get in and see them all day. You can't stay all night. They got a limit time that you could come in, and limit amount of people to come to see your loved ones, and if they're in a hospital, and then you want to get them back home, and it takes different things to get them back home. So it's a lot going on different as a caregiver, a family caregiver, a caregiver in this world today. So you want to learn how to cope with those emotion feelings that you have of upset, frustration, anger, or embarrassment, because these things can cause more anxiety for yourself. Okay, so sometimes people do get embarrassed as far as a person with your loved one, if they have like a medical condition, um, and they act out in public. You can feel embarrassed about that. So saying all of these things, as far as emotions and coping, you know, it's always best to see yourself, look at yourself as a caregiver, and if you're having these types of emotions that's causing you to have a difficult time caring for your loved one, definitely seek help. It's important to seek help for yourself, for your loved ones, because then they'll get the best care possible, and you as a caregiver can be the best caregiver for yourself and your loved one. And you, as I say, you carrying caregiving as a badge of honor. So when you are dealing with caring for your loved one, and caring for and going out to the healthcare system, you want to be able to talk with them about what's going on with your family, and being able to, give them the information without having these type of different emotional feelings. And it's only human. Don't get me wrong. Now, it's only human to have these feelings because your loved ones are having some health challenges at this time, but it's always a way to handle things. So that's what I have for you today. Again, you can get on my calendar. It's calendly.com, Mary Ann Johnson. I'm a caregiver life coach, and I coach you and your family, helping you to um, provide the care for your family, and also making sure that you're okay as well. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to go to my um, website, and also I do have a book out. It's called It's called The Ultimate Caregiver Guide: 20 Things You Must Know. It's on Amazon as well. So you can go to Amazon and get that book. It gives you 20 things that you must know as far as caring for your loved ones. Again, thank you, and you have an awesome day. And this is the end of my Facebook Live. Talk to you soon. Bye.